Welcome back everybody to another video here on Archive Gaming for Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. We're playing the Rise of Leo Kui scenario. And before we get into it, I just want to touch on the recently released DLC that we just got. So we just got two scenarios that are just some of the best, in my opinion. Right, one of them I didn't even think we were gonna get. I mean, I knew we were slated to get one today, but Koei didn't announce which one it was. So I just didn't think we were gonna get it. So the first one we got, let's start with that one, is the 225 Zhuge Liang's Northern Campaign scenario. I just know it as the 225 scenario. 220 scenario, 225 scenario, because in all the other romances that I've played, it's the post battle of Jilin scenario, where, you know, Liu Bei's passed away, Liu Shan's just taken over in Shu, and the reason I like it so much is because it's really like it's Shu's first crisis point, you know, in terms of the kingdom in the timeline. Pretty much, I don't know if it's their only crisis point until the fall of Shu, you know, 30 years later. But it's pretty much Shu's first crisis point, you know. So Meng Huo's rebelling. He's leading the Nanman to rebel against Shu. Yong Kai's joined in and rebelled. I guess it depends on the way you look at it. Sometimes they say that Meng Huo is rebelling, but really he's just leading kind of an insurrection. So Yong Kai's definitely rebelling though. So Shu loses its southern territories, Yong Kai rebels, and obviously Meng Huo joins forces, whatever. So they have that. They're also coming off the loss of Jilin, so, you know, death of Guan Yu, Liu Bei passing away, all that. So their borders are incredibly shrunk. They always have 5 cities. Always have 5 cities. And so the position, for me, what I really like about it is just the situation that Shu's in. And Wu's starting position is also pretty interesting because they've just taken Jing. They haven't really established themselves, adding Jing to their territories. So I don't know how it's going to play out in this one, but they're usually spread out pretty thin also. I mean, they're usually thinned out compared to Wei, but they're pretty thin when they first take Jing. So Wu's position is pretty cool too, but Shu's is really the focus of that one. For me personally, I feel like it's probably my favorite scenario to play as, using Shu. I just feel like it's very challenging. You only have 5 cities. You have this insane payroll of officers to pay. Like, you have in the older games, you have like supply problems, you have commerce problems, you have all these borders. Like, again, you have the Nanman in the south. You have to maintain the Wu alliance, which was a pain in the past games. It could be a pain if you couldn't afford to keep it up. And then you also have to defend Hanzhong, which you have Ma Chao up there. He's up there, but he's already up there in age. So I don't know specifically the times here, but I know that also another factor is that a lot of Shu's stalwarts, the few guys who are left, Zhao Yun who's left, Ma Chao who's left, they're all kind of getting long in the tooth, you know what I mean? Like, they're all, and the officer front, Shu's undergoing almost a transition, you know. So a lot of the old heads are giving away to some of the younger guys, the next generation, you know, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei's kids, Zhao Yun's kids. I don't think Zhuge Liang's kids come around till much later, but Zhuge Liang's protege Jiang Wei should be up there in Wei already, in Tai Shui. I know it came out with an event set, so you're probably going to be able to just play the events out and just easily absorb Meng Huo's force and probably easily do the Northern Campaign as Shu. just like they did with Sun Ce, where they came out with an event set for Sun Ce, so you can just easily take over Jiangdong just to play through the story. And that's cool to play through the story, but the real challenge is not using those events and just going south, subjugating the Nanman while hoarding your borders, then turning back around and assaulting Wei, because it is. And I can't stress this enough. In the past games, it was so much fun to do it. It was one of my favorite Three Kingdoms scenarios. And I know I haven't done any Three Kingdoms scenarios in this yet, but that's more, you know, that's more because they do take a little bit of time to build up. So I don't want to, you know, I haven't figured out the framework yet for how I do a Three Kingdom scenario, but I wouldn't want to do it from scratch. I just feel like it'd be too slow of a burn to start up, you know. But okay, so the other scenario that we got Emperor Lu Bu, another awesome throwback scenario that was a lot of fun in Romance 9. It's basically Lu Bu inherits Yuan Shu's force, all his officers, all his resources, and he immediately shoots up to the rank of Emperor. So all those bonuses, all those passive bonuses, the extra troops don't matter too much, but the passive bonuses can make a big difference. Especially in this game. I think in this game you can get leadership +4, leadership +5. So it can make a difference. So Lu Bu gets, you know, the starting year is 197, so he has Shu province up here. And then he'll also get these two right here. I think it's Huanian province, part of it. Somewhat, so he'll get Lujiang and he'll get Shoshun also. So it's just a really fun scenario, because with his force combined with Yuan Shu's, your starting position as Lu Bu, even if you're not playing as Lu Bu, but especially playing as Lu Bu, he has enough power to just kind of go wild in the early game. You can really just invade Sun Ce and wipe him out, which is what I used to do. I used to just go and invade the south and wipe out Sun Ce before he gets established. You can charge at Cao Cao and actually you'll be pretty deadlocked with him, because even though you don't have as deep an officer corps as Cao Cao, Sun Ce, you have so many resources coming from Yuan Shu's former territories and officers. You have the officers that you need to develop your lands, but you also have a very, very high troop count. And so I'm assuming that he's going to have very high numbers, you know, because he's going to have most of Yuan Shu's troops. And the starting date I was looking at when it shows on the select screen was 197. So they actually pulled it back a few years, because I think the original was 199. So the reason in the original Emperor Lu Bu was that Yuan Shu passes away at 199, and because they were married in, because Lu Bu's married in, fictionally, right, he marries their families together, so that the emperorship goes to Lu Bu of Yuan Shu's kingdom. And this one they did at 197, so I'm not sure what the explanation is. I didn't read the paragraph that they typed up or whatever, but the point is, since it's earlier in the timeline, I'm assuming he's going to have even more officers, because Yuan Shu does lose a lot of officers after he declares himself emperor. So he's not getting Yuan Shu at his worst. He's getting Yuan Shu's resources while they're still kind of in the middle, you know. So it should be an interesting scenario. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out in this one, especially because he should have this geographic bonus, and he also have this one, which I think this one doesn't matter too much. It's the spy one, I believe, but the craftsman one can be pretty powerful. So yeah, I'm just really excited for both of those. I'm thinking that I would like to do the Shu playthrough one without events. Unless they broke up the events. If they broke up the event chain so that you can resolve the southern ones and then you can resolve the northern ones, which I don't know why they wouldn't. They should. Then maybe I would ignore the southern ones, but maybe trigger the northern ones just to get Jiang Wei. But Yeah, I really wish Koei would put more events in the later scenarios. I feel like that's what we need. We need more events in the Three Kingdoms scenarios. A lot of them are still bare bones, and I don't think we'll get them. I think that's why we have the event editor, right? So we'll probably have to. It'll probably be up to the player to fill in the events for all the later scenarios. But I wish Koei would do that more often. You know, because there are people, I will use them, you know, for $4, $5. If it's included in the season pass, I'll get them just to use them, or maybe not use them, whatever, but I want the option. And if you're gonna make these scenarios in the later game where we aren't familiar with what this necessarily the situation is or what's going on, the events would help kind of breathe some life into them a little bit. So anyway, that's it. So back to this, our epic clash here with Cao Cao. Actually, we're about to take Jianye from Sun Quan. The only reason this worked out is because of Team Whippersnappers right here. That is Yan Yan, Huang Zhong, and to some extent Wu Yi. You know, Wu Yi's been a big player. The chaining completely decimated the Outlander forces, so it was actually really cool because it saved us a ton of troops. So we should be able to take Jianye now, whereas before it was kind of like, okay, how many troops am I going to lose? Now it's looking like, okay, we're going to take it and we're going to have some leftover troops. So we should be able to take Jianye, and then we're going to start heading and trying to finish off Sun Quan. And then we're also going to start moving on Hanzhong, because Cao Cao is officially moving into Ma Teng's territory. I think this is the end of Ma Teng, like of his expansion. I think he's going to be on the defensive from here on out. So since Cao Cao's expanded here, we're going to be forced to expand into Hanzhong. And that's what we're doing now. This will be our first attack. Hopefully not our first attack of many. Hopefully we can take it right away. But those two theaters aside, the main thing is here in the center. Right now we have these two guys. I think these are his best officers, Cao Hong and Zheng Ba, heading up the mountains. So I broke off some of my force. We're gonna try to back up these guys because they don't really stand a chance. My officers don't really stand a chance. Speed up. Okay, let's see. So I don't think they're gonna clash just yet this turn. We're trying to get our catapults in position, but yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Okay, that'll work there. He'll attack there. Okay. I think we're just gonna keep him back. I'm gonna keep him and Huanzong back so that if he does deploy from there, I think Huangzong's got a god bow ready to go, so he can step up and just attack. Okay. Okay, over here she needs help. He's in all formation. Only 3,000 though, it's not going to do very much. Need to use Iron Wall, that's about it. Okay, just gonna have her repair for one more turn until they get there. Okay, bit of a blunder there by the AI for sure. I don't know why they wouldn't take the core. That's kind of a strange one, but we're not going to question it too much since we need every break that we can get right now. So, taking these troops off the table, or at least weakening them somewhat, it's going to do wonders for us. Okay, so we got those two. Gonna have Liu Kui land, and then immediately build a tower right in front of himself if he can. Okay, now I'm thinking I want to do a similar thing. I don't know if I want to go all the way out here though. The last time I did, I got caught between two forces and I had to abandon it. So that might be a little bit too far. Maybe we'll just form up around the tower at first. See if I can get him to creep up a bit. Okay, now Guankong is in fish formation. Okay. Decrease. Don't think it's gonna matter too much. Saying ba. Let's not do that. Let's just save some cash for now. Okay. We've got some more troops on the way from our 2nd division. You know, not an incredible amount or anything like that, but enough to keep the fight going. Okay, that's done, so let's get him out of here. Oop. We're just gonna build some arrow towers to kind of harass Sun Quan when he does come back. So I'm thinking this force in Chai Sang is gonna stay put. They're not really gonna march until we're about ready to attack Sun Quan's last city, all the way down there. And then at that point we'll send them out to march. So once we take Wu or Huiji and we're ready to march on Jianan, then we might deploy some units from here, from this direction also. But you know, as I say that, I'm not sure if I want to do that because I feel like the morale loss is going to be incredible by the time we get there. So we might need somebody like Meng Da, for example, to keep morale up. Let's see. Okay, that's working for us so far. Let's just buy some supplies since we're going to be heading south after this. Okay. Okay, Ganing's heading north, which is good. That's why I didn't want to encroach earlier, because I really didn't want to draw his best officer's attention. You know, I want to push and be able to take as many cities as I can before I become before I get so much attention from South that he starts actually sending decent people, because he hasn't really sent anybody that's too amazing yet. These are his best, and Li Tong in the last video, who single-handedly took apart my invasion. Single-handedly. With his 2,700 assault. 2,700 assault. Insane. Even these guys, I mean, look, what they're decreased and everything, they're still breaking it at 1K. My guys can't break 1K. So yeah, we'll pay for it, whatever. Give me Zhang Reng. I don't care what it costs me. Give me Zhang Reng. Okay, so they should be able to just beat up on him a little bit. Okay. Over here he's swinging around, but he's in ring formation, so he shouldn't clobber her to pieces. Okay, let's see. So they're already withdrawing. So we'll do the same. Back on up a little bit. So that damage is pretty negligible. Okay, so at this point we'll have Lei Tong start working his way over there. Although he's reckless, so he may just charge off and destroy himself, for all we know. And then let's have Chen Yi build another tower. Where to build it? I'm thinking right here. Okay, once we get Zhang Ren back. See, once he returns, then we can also deploy him. The most important part, right? I wonder if we can build any towers or anything around the area. Down here or something, that might work. Something like that. It's gonna be hard to take hands-on, just because we don't have too many. We really don't have too many people, so I almost feel like I should have committed more, but I don't have it, so you know, I don't have it, so I have to. That's what I have to work with, is those guys. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but pacify. Okay, that's very strange. So we can try to burn him again. Burn both of them. See what they're gonna do. That's gonna be, should be telling. Okay, now so we'll bring these two guys up. I think the only reason he's staying in the field is because he's trying to go after Zhao Yi. So we'll see if the three of us can do enough to him. I mean, she's an owl, so it's understandable why she's getting outclassed there. Owl is... it's a nightmare for combat. Not agriculture, just... let me just do the barracks on this one. Okay. Over here we've got the city pretty much surrounded. Let's move him up one square so he's actually hitting the walls. And Cheng Dao is just getting shot at for no reason. And yeah, we're gonna keep the veterans. You know, they're gonna keep walking the floor. They're just gonna observe, right? They're gonna make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. The supervisors. They did the hard part. Okay, they've slaughtered the Outlanders. They already earned the MVP honors. As far as I'm concerned, everyone else is just doing the easy part. The trivial part. Okay, so let's have these guys withdraw. He hasn't taken the Wu Yin core for some reason, probably because he doesn't need it, doesn't care. Wulan's also reckless. That's unfortunate. That's it for that. So we've got Jianye. Oh, the Shan Yu. Okay. That's something. Ton of officers. The only one I'm thinking of executing is... Well, no, we might be able to get Sima Yi, actually. He doesn't have particular loyalty to Wu. Sima Yi could be our next great leader. He could replace... More than replace the whole left by Lu Bu. Okay, and then there's not necessarily anybody here who I'd want to execute anyway. Let's detain these guys. Okay, let's see if we have enough time. Let's see if we have enough time to get Zhang Ren back and get him out there. They're both out there. I guess let's get him there. He's famous. He'll still develop it. Even though he's deployed, he'll still develop it relatively quickly. Okay. So let's see, we need some gold. Oh no. Oh, let's see. See if he can just step aside slightly. Oh, we need to reinforce the gate. If we lose the gate. Pacify, decrease morale. That's Faz. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that was Fa Zhang. I'm not used to his new artwork. We might be able to capture him. How great would that be? Okay, so let's see. Let's transport. Let's see if we have anybody who's kind of quick. Arrow formation looks like. Okay, let's get him. Oh, we can't command that many. Okay, I guess we'll get Liu Pan over there. I didn't want to actually pull him out of the city, but this is important, so. Okay, let's get him out and over there. Reinforce the gate, because who knows what's going to happen here. I didn't really want to move. I was thinking of moving Hikui back, but I don't want to just lose this guy either. So I want to reestablish the supply route if I can. We didn't get a recommendation to pacify him. We got a recommendation for the other guy. For some reason. Okay, here comes Liu Bei. Wonderful. Liu Bei's got 15k working around here. Once again, it's like, I don't know, this route is really strange. I mean, you have to cover your backs, no? Wow, Yuan Shang's got a lot of units heading towards south there. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can capture Fashang. That would be great. We have a barrack suggestion here. I don't see not even one. Okay, let's send some more support. I feel like we should deploy Zhang Reng from this direction, because we can make use of this 20k that's just sitting here. That has been sitting here for a little while. And we haven't really... But it's going to take them too long actually to get involved. So never mind, that's a poor suggestion. First things first, let's give him his title back. Let's give the man his title. Oh, we gave the man's title away. Whoops. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. We must have... It could be time to finally give Huang Zu the boot. But he's actually commanding a sizable amount of troops in Jiangxia that can also come over our way. So next best thing is 7,000. I'm not going to kick off Wu Yi. Not going to kick off our advisor. It's going to have to be our recruiter. So hopefully he doesn't take it personally. Okay, so let's reward. Please accept it with my apologies. Accept this gold with my apologies for my subpar tactics. Okay, so this guy needs to be working on a hill, a mountain, on something. He can't just be out here like this. So the question is, do we drop him back? I don't think so. I think let's get him in the forest here. He's reckless though, that's the only thing. So let's get him deep in the forest so that when he does spot somebody, hopefully he catches them in the forest somewhere. This guy's also reckless. We'll just have him attack the fort. And I have no idea what this guy's doing. If he's gonna actually come up here, we'll just let him do that. Okay, we need to capture that. That guy will be so good. Okay, so I think that's everything. Got a lot of moving parts now, so it won't be like this for much longer. We need to wipe, once we finish wiping out Sun Quan, then I can kind of, it's gonna help with let me just move out and click on the banner. Yeah, once we take out Sun Quan, then it'll be a lot easier to kind of manage. Dude, do we have enough supplies here? We've got 45, okay. So we'll start thinking about recruiting. some of his officers. We have Sima Yi in a cell. Okay, looks like he's gonna withdraw over there. He's just gonna charge right in. There's a transport on the way. Okay, so let's quickly surround and eliminate. Surround and then repair. Okay. We want Zemring over here. I think that this is the area where the main fight's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be so much on this side over here. I think it's gonna be right around the port. This feels totally silly putting this guy in the woods, but I'm not sure what else to do. He's in snake formation and I want to take advantage of that formation. I guess I could try to dart him across, but I just feel like if I have him working over here, at the first sign of anybody, he's gonna charge off in that direction, and that could be bad. Let's see if Wulan can actually catch this transport. I highly doubt it, but it would be nice to win one. Okay, he should make it to the gate, so that's good. Still in disorder, that's interesting. He should be pacified now. Confused, I don't know about that. Let's just restrain him so he can't run away. Okay. Okay, now as far as the governance here, I actually don't want to assign any of my guys to govern here because we want to just take these. I just want to take these troops and keep moving. Just want to try to recruit some of these guys. Start with Sima Yi. Let's send the. So let's call some civil officers over. These guys have been working en route for a spell. We can call them over. Hold my advisor, okay. Okay. And let's just get a trainer for now. Oh, not a trainer, a drill master. A drill master. Alright. Let's buy some supplies. And as soon as we get these guys over here, we'll need to march these guys down to Wu. And then from Wu, we'll start heading towards Huiji. It's absolutely going to be our next target. Okay, let's get these two back. So let's Start transferring. Hopefully those troops are enough to take Huiji at the very least. And then we'll probably have to gather some more troops together for the last attack on Sun Quan's forces after that. Hopefully Liu Bei can do some damage. He cut his supply line, which is a surprise. That usually happens. Okay, since he's retreating, let's have Li Jiang help break this fort. It's probably gonna take ages. I just love the idea of Wulan being in this forest and just waiting to just jump out. You know, as soon as an enemy passes by, he just gotcha. I've been waiting in these bush. Me and my men have been waiting in here for months. You know. Okay, well there he goes. As long as we don't chase him. And of course, the transport's already here before I've even taken a step in its direction. Oh my god. Let's see, so he got captured, so it's time for him to try to withdraw. Well, we need Liu Pan to get to that, we really need him to get to Baishui Gate. Okay, so let's see. We got Sima Yi. Could easily be our advisor. Okay. Let's see who else we can get. It was the really big get was Sima Yi. I don't really. The other officers kind of blend in with each other. I don't see any standouts here. I see some Suns. I don't think they're gonna come over anytime soon. Lu Fan might not either. We can try, but I don't know if I feel like the Lu family might have a big affinity with Wu too. Even if they're not directly related, they might still have like familial ties. So that might not work. We don't recommend okay. Okay. Well, I've never had Sima Yi as an advisor. Well, I guess we didn't capture him, so let's see. Let's have her return so that she can come back out and ring. And let's just send... Let's rebuild our arrow tower. I really need to get a rank, man. I really want to reform my rankings with my guys. my titles. Yeah, I think when he marches out, he's just gonna wreck everybody again. I mean, I think that's just gonna be our lot in life right now, which is okay because, like I said, on the side we're wiping out Sun Quan. We're making progress in other fronts. On this front here, we'll just keep fighting back and forth and give everyone else opportunities. I hope he can get back there in time. See how it goes. Okay. Let's watch this first. Now, if he doesn't deploy... Okay, he did deploy. 21,000. See if some of them head over towards the fort, because we're attacking the fort. Okay, we got one, Quan Duan. Actually a pretty good officer. Okay, so they're not going towards the fort at all. We got wiped out. Captured, I should say. Ooh. Risky duel. Very risky duel. We have a lot more to lose than he does. Crushing. We just started and this guy's already took himself out of the fight. Okay, let's negotiate for his release. Did he make it to the gate? Okay, thankfully he made it to the gate. Could have been a real disaster if we ended up giving up the gate. Alright, Zhang Lu. We have a debater available. It's just... He is so far away though. Okay, let's go with Sima Yi's recommendation. I mean, he says this guy can do it. Let's see. Okay, on this front here, I think it's time for Wu Lak to make his presence known, to make it felt. And let's see. He's still got 20k, so I want to send Wu Ban around to take Yu Yang, but it's gonna be too risky, I think. If we stretch out our line too far, we're just gonna get destroyed. Liu Kui went and started a fire though. Okay, let's do this. Let's get Zhang Ren back to repair the tower. And let's see if Guan Kong can withdraw a step back. Don't want to get too close to the city because I don't want to take unnecessary arrow fire. So we're gonna have to move him back like that. Okay. These two guys are just wailing away there. Okay, now at this point, I'm gonna give this to Sima-Yi. Okay, we're gonna call him over here. See if he doesn't rebel. So I feel like Sima-Yi would definitely, you know, I feel like he should be pretty ambitious. Okay, Zhao Yi's already back, so I'm gonna send her back out. Ring formation. Everybody she's got. What does she have for tactics here? She's got inflamed. I don't like that one. Let's go with shout. Okay, so we'll send her towards Heifei. Actually, Liu Bei didn't take Li Yang. Maybe we can take Li Yang also. How many months do we have left with our alliances? We have 5, 9, and over a year. Okay. Should probably think about renewing Liu Bei's. Somebody else here, maybe. Liu Qi's and Chai Sang. I don't think we need him there at all. Let's call him over to here. Oh, he's our trainer there. Okay, no, we'll leave him there. Gonna need some food though. Have any gold coming in? 7,000. Okay, let's buy some more food and transport. Send some over. Over here we've got a ton of gold. Not supplies, but let's send some gold back over to our capital. Here. Okay, so let's see how this last turn plays out, and we'll call it a video here. Let me call these guys over first. I think we can start calling our guys over from Jianye, our fighters. We don't need to train anymore. Don't Kai. Okay. Get all those guys over. And let's do a search. Okay. So let's see how this turn plays out. I don't know if I should have had him move over a hex behind Liu Qi, further behind. I'm not sure. I just feel like Liu Qi's in danger, right? You know? I guess he's constantly in danger. But, you know, if you're gonna be the ruler, you gotta lead from the front. That's what you gotta do. Okay, there goes Zhang Ba. Zhang Reng's over, he's fixing the tower up. Guan Kong didn't get to get away, of course. He had 10k. They're all gone already. Penling was poached by Sun Quan. That was a bad choice. Okay, so we're done with the fort. We should be able to swing these guys around. So we really need to just close our ranks up a little bit. I'm thinking since he's here, let me have him build something out here also. So the problem with Lei Tong is going to be if I get him too close, he's going to take this route around the city, where he'll put himself between enemy forces in the city, and that's what I don't want him to do. Okay. Over here, as long as we have the gate, we don't have to worry really about Zhang Lu's encroaching anymore. Okay, his army's been wiped out. Not really surprising, and this guy's just turned back around. Over here he should make some inroads, but we shall see. Okay. Alright guys, well, that's going to be it for this video. We'll just keep plugging away in the front lines here against Cao Cao. See if we can wear these troops down some more. Or at least just draw his ire for a while we keep working on Sun Quan. And hopefully we can take him out pretty soon and assimilate his officers into our army. Whoever wants to come over, that is. So yeah, if you like the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one.